Get in there, boys and girls. Rovers continue their impressive form at the end of the season with a 2-0 win over Bolton Wanderers. And guess what? You never guess it. We saw it live on Twitch if you weren't there. Big bad boy Brereton with the first goal of his Blackburn Rovers career. £7 million worth spent. We all knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time. And it was a pretty decent goal, very composed finish by the youngster. Remember, he's under 20, so we've got him for a good few years, and hopefully this will be a catalyst for him to end the season on a high. So that was about 20 odd minutes into the game, give or take. I don't know, I don't really have knowledge of the time because I was live on Twitch with this game, boys and girls. I want a big shout out to all the fans that were there, the viewers, the fellow Rovers fans, the football fans. So well done and for joining me. It was a hoot, but the game itself was a bit of a dud, if we're honest with you. The second goal was Adam Armstrong early in the second half to put the game to bed, really. And it was one of those games that lacked any true standout attacking performer by Rovers. Yes, Brereton got his goal. Yes, Armstrong got his goal. But Dak, Rothwell, even the goal scorers themselves, it just lacked a little bit of urgency. And to me, the man of the match was a defender. In fact, I was torn between both Lenihan and Derek Williams as man of the match. Another surprise on the cards once again, the Lautweiler, the Flapster, was back in goal, the Mountie, and he did keep a clean sheet, so credit to him, but he still looked ropey out there. He still hasn't impressed me for a new deal. Rodwell as well was on the field, did the business as well in the centre of the park, so yeah, it was definitely an end of season kind of vibe to it. Bolton offered very little opportunities for them. Sammy Amiobi was probably the most threatening. They've even had a couple opportunities free kicks wise, but they just lacked any quality whatsoever. So they're doomed. They were doomed prior to the game. Obviously Villa had the honours of sending them down, so they're going to have a lot of work to do next season to try and get themselves back in the Championship at the first attempt. As for Rovers though, we look good at the moment. If only this was in February or March, maybe we could still be in the all playoff talk, but 4 wins on the spin, boys. And it gets a little bit interesting for us next weekend at Carrow Road, where top of the table, Norwich stumbled today. I think it was a 2-2 draw, so that game, it makes the game a little bit nervy for them, and perhaps maybe Rovers will have a say in if they go up or down, because they could choke at the final hurdle the way things are going. Sheffield United putting up a benchmark as well against Hull. 3-0 winners away from home, but Rovers doing the business, 2-0 winners. Did I say about the second goal? Adam Armstrong's got the second goal for Rovers. Very scrappy, but ultimately over the line, and that kind of just took the wind out of everyone's sails, and it was just business-like performance by Rovers, and that'll do me. That'll do me. Obviously on Twitch it wasn't the greatest sort of vibe for the game. If it was edge-to-edge stuff, it might have been a bit more lively, but it was a good old laugh. And yeah, looking forward to creating you guys content, and look forward to doing a detailed review of this match. We'll get some match stats at you, see what the gaffer has to say, and all that kind of good stuff. So next up for Blackburn, it is Norwich next week. We'll be doing a preview of that pretty soon. But until then, yeah, it's been a little bit crazy on the channel with Easter and all this kind of stuff, a lot of technical snags and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll be back in good shape to wrap up the season. But job done. Rovers, despite not really performing today, they did just enough. And to be honest with you, it's performances like this that can go a long way, building confidence, building morale. For next season, you know, if we could end the season unbeaten, maybe even go 6 games, a 6-game winning streak to start the new season, that would breathe a whole bit of confidence into the boys. I think Lenihan and Williams, that is a centre-back partnership that could be explored. But please, Mowbray, don't take your eye off the grand picture of things here. You still need to invest in some defenders and definitely a new goalkeeper to compete with Raya. But anyway, things are looking good, looking better for Rovers. Obviously, Brereton scoring breaks that hoodoo, and now maybe he can go on a nice little run himself. £7 million. Of course, it was a bit of a gamble, but yes, we all had faith it was going to happen. Anyway, I'll be back a little bit later on with that detailed review. Join me later for that. And again, once again, Patreon, Twitch, follow, all that kind of good stuff. Until then, thumbs up, subscribe, ciao for now.